Welcome back to Dinar Community Channel. In a historic turn of events, the Iraqi dinar has shattered long-standing expectations by breaching the $3 exchange rate threshold, sending ripples through global financial markets and rewriting the narrative around Iraq's economic future. For years, investors, analysts, and governments around the world have debated whether Iraq's currency could ever return to its former pre-war value. Today, those questions have been answered with a thunderous yes. This breakthrough not only validates the beliefs of long-term IQD holders, but it also signals a powerful resurgence for Iraq on the world stage. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is not just a monetary adjustment, it is a signal of a complete economic reset, a realignment of Iraq's position in global trade, and a validation of years of speculation and patient investing. What once was dismissed by skeptics as little more than a pipe dream has now emerged as a cornerstone of a reshaped financial future. The $3.00 plus rate isn't just a number, it's a powerful symbol of sovereignty, recovery, and financial liberation. This radical appreciation of the dinar didn't come out of nowhere. For the past 2 decades, Iraq has endured a long and difficult journey, plagued by sanctions, war, political upheaval, and economic instability. Yet beneath the surface, quiet reforms have been unfolding. Over the last 5 years in particular, Iraq's fiscal and monetary authorities, including the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI), have undertaken sweeping structural reforms. These included implementing modernized banking protocols, cleaning up corruption, strengthening foreign reserves, and realigning their economy with international standards. All of these efforts were critical in paving the way for this moment. But the real catalyst for this explosive revaluation came from a series of high-level international agreements and diplomatic realignments that Iraq managed to secure in recent months. These include major oil contracts denominated in dinars, new trade deals with regional and global partners, and deepened cooperation with the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and World Bank. The $3.00 plus rate isn't merely a temporary spike. It is the result of deliberate policy, backed by global financial institutions and international confidence. Iraq's foreign reserves are reportedly sitting at record highs, allowing the country to support a stronger currency. Meanwhile, its oil exports, priced in dollars but now converted into dinars, are creating unprecedented demand for the national currency. That demand has rapidly driven up the value of the dinar in a controlled and strategic manner. For many seasoned IQD holders, this is a vindication. For years, the dinar community has believed in Iraq's long-term potential, even when mainstream financial analysts scoffed at the idea of a major RV revaluation. They argued that a country so rich in oil, natural gas, agriculture, and human capital could not remain undervalued forever. And now, their faith has paid off. At the heart of this transformation is Iraq's determination to break free from reliance on external control. One of the most telling developments is the shift in Iraq's central banking policies, moving away from dollar dependency and reasserting monetary independence. The CBI has reportedly reduced dollar auctions significantly, while prioritizing the use of dinars in both government and private sector transactions. This de-dollarization strategy has not only strengthened the national currency, but it has also insulated Iraq from the inflationary risks affecting many Western economies. The sudden shift to a $3.00 plus exchange rate has also triggered a wave of global financial activity. Multinational banks, particularly those with exposure to the Middle East, are rapidly repositioning their portfolios. Reports indicate that major financial institutions such as J.P. Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo have begun quietly enabling IQD exchange programs for pre-approved clients. Simultaneously, private currency platforms are experiencing record volumes as both retail and institutional investors scramble to acquire or exchange dinars at favorable rates. Government policy makers across the globe are also watching closely. The IMF, World Bank, and even the U.S. Treasury are said to have been involved in overseeing and approving key aspects of Iraq's revaluation strategy. This level of coordination and transparency is rare, and it highlights the global significance of this event. In a world where fiat currencies are under increasing scrutiny, the Iraqi dinar's surge has provided a model for how national currencies can reassert their strength without relying on inflationary printing or speculative manipulation. The implications of this change go far beyond Iraq's borders. The revaluation has triggered renewed discussions about currency resets, debt restructuring, and global monetary reform. It's no coincidence that central banks in other emerging markets, such as Vietnam, Egypt, and even Zimbabwe, are rumored to be exploring similar moves. The Iraqi dinar's breakthrough may very well be the spark that ignites a broader wave of monetary transformation in the developing world. Inside Iraq, the revaluation has created a powerful sense of national pride and optimism. Citizens who once struggled under the weight of inflation and unstable markets are now seeing their purchasing power surge. The increased value of the dinar is expected to drive down import costs, stabilize prices, and enhance the quality of life for everyday Iraqis. The government has already begun rolling out new economic packages focused on infrastructure, education, and healthcare, all financed by stronger national revenues and a revitalized currency. There is also a growing sense of responsibility among Iraqi leadership. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani has emphasized that this revaluation is not just a financial event, it is a declaration of sovereignty. In multiple public addresses, he has made it clear that Iraq will continue to pursue an independent monetary and economic policy that reflects the needs and values of the Iraqi people. This shift marks a decisive break from decades of foreign financial control and economic subservience. Investors around the world are now revisiting their strategies in light of the IQD's success. Many who once viewed currency speculation as high risk are beginning to re-evaluate the role of emerging market currencies in long-term portfolio planning. In the case of the dinar, those who invested when it was trading at mere fractions of a penny are now seeing life-changing returns. Some reports suggest that structured exchange packages have been quietly initiated by Tier 1 banks, allowing for tax-efficient conversions and wealth management services designed for newly liquid IQD holders. The transformation has also led to a growing awareness about financial literacy within the Iraqi community, both domestically and among the Iraqi diaspora abroad. Financial education initiatives are being launched to help citizens manage the newfound value of their currency, avoid scams, and make informed investment decisions. The government is working alongside global financial advisors to establish a secure and transparent exchange process that protects citizens while allowing for broad participation in the country's financial resurgence. Of course, this breakthrough is not without its challenges. Rapid currency appreciation must be managed carefully to avoid overheating the economy or creating unsustainable demand for imports. Iraq's financial authorities are aware of these risks and are reportedly implementing a series of safeguards, including controlled capital flows, phased adjustment mechanisms, and close coordination with international monetary institutions. There are also concerns about criminal activity and counterfeit currencies flooding the market in the wake of the revaluation. Security protocols are being enhanced across all financial institutions in Iraq, with biometric verification, serial number tracing, and digital auditing tools now being deployed to ensure that only legitimate dinars are honored at the new rate. In addition, the psychological impact of the revaluation must not be underestimated. For years, the dinar was seen as a symbol of national trauma, its collapse after the Gulf War, its hyperinflation during the 2000s, and its persistent undervaluation in international markets. The sudden shift to a $3.00 plus rate represents not just an economic reset, but a profound emotional and national reset as well. Iraqis are reclaiming not just their currency, but their identity. Global currency analysts are now adjusting their long-term forecasts. Many are beginning to model scenarios in which the dinar could strengthen even further, potentially reaching parity with stronger Middle Eastern currencies such as the Kuwaiti dinar or the Bahraini dinar. While it remains to be seen how high the dinar could go, one thing is clear, it is no longer a question of if the dinar has revalued, it is now a matter of how far its influence will extend. For those who once doubted the potential of the Iraqi dinar, the reality is impossible to ignore. The $3.00 plus rate is not merely a speculative milestone, it is a validation of national strategy, international cooperation, and grassroots belief in the power of financial redemption. Iraq has proven that even after decades of instability, a nation can rise again, stronger, more resilient, and economically sovereign. As this new chapter unfolds, the global financial community will be watching closely. The Iraqi dinar has not just changed everything for Iraq, it has changed the conversation around what is possible in the global currency landscape. No longer relegated to the fringe of financial speculation, the IQD now commands respect as a serious, sovereign currency with real-world value and potential. In many ways, the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar marks the dawn of a new financial era. For Iraq, it is a return to rightful status. For investors, it is a rare opportunity fulfilled. For the global economy, it is a powerful reminder that currencies are not just numbers, they are reflections of national strength, policy, vision, and perseverance. The $3.00 plus rate is just the beginning. The world has just been put on notice. The Iraqi dinar is back, and it's here to stay. Like and subscribe for more videos.